bit better, but go ahead then.
Okay. It's not a long dream or anything. It was like a very quick and flash, quick, like a quick flash dream. But it basically was this like, it was like an aerial view. So I was hovering over, when you're like, you see the roads, like the highways, and they look, how they crisscross. So you see the highways and they crisscross. So I was hovering over them. And I saw coffins, but the coffins were like on the side of the road. So if you're driving and you like you have to pull off the side of the road, it was the coffins were on the side of the road and they were stacked on top of each other. And they were all lined up going down like all the way down the road. But from the aerial view, they looked like it's bumper to bumper traffic. That's how many coffins they were. And they were just lined up on the road going, no matter how far, no matter where you look, they were just coughing.
They were like
And they were
endless coughing on both side or
endless.
one side.
It was just, it was on both sides. Some roads were on both sides, some was just one side. It didn't matter, but they were like stacked up on top of each other and they were just going in a row all the way down the road. No matter where you look, they were just there. And at first, when I was like hovering, looking, I couldn't tell because at first I was like, is that it looked like traffic because it looked, like I said, it looked like bumper to bumper traffic. But it was like as I went down, I saw that they were coughing, and that was basically the dream. And then I woke up.
All praises to the Most High. Wow, that's that's a lot. I mean, this dream is no different than any other dreams that our brethren and sisters were having. It's just there's a massive amount of death that are coming, and of course these death going to be among the wicked and the heathens, and of course we warn them all the time and they have ignored our warning, and they have ignored of course the mighty one. But thank you, sister, for being a messenger and passing on this to the nation, and a lot of coffins, and this is not a good sign for the wicked out there, but a great sign for us. There must be
Yes,
justice, of course. You
but
are aware, or we all aware of what's going on over there in Ukraine, and it is a judgment. It is real, and we give the Most High the great praise, great glory that He deserves.
most definitely. And I was just thinking yesterday when you were talking and you said that how wicked this place is, that they should have forgiven the mortgages, the rent, and given given their citizens like $10,000 a month for us to survive on. And I was just thinking, I was like, look at months and months ago when the pandemic came out, basically, and they were fighting. Congress was fighting, and they between each other on how much to give their citizens, and they kept talking about they're going in session to talk about it, and they could never come to an agreement. And I think we only maybe received maybe two checks from the government or something to that effect,
That's all.
right? And it wasn't like they were back to back; they were like spaces in between the two. But each time they kept going in and talking about they're coming together, and they're like millions of dollars apart, and they could not come together on how much and when they're going to send it. But then you notice that they didn't have a problem picking up millions and millions of dollars. They didn't have to go in session to send to Ukraine.
Of course not. Of course not. I mean, this is what those people do. When it comes to our people, when it comes to the needs of the brethren and the system they abuse, it's always a talk, because that's what they do. They waste their time because they know the money, it most likely is going to go to the people that need it. That's why they always waste time and, I don't agree. I disagree. We have to go to
Mm,
session. We have to do this.
yeah,
But when it comes to their people, there is no
yeah,
session. There's nothing. It's just sign and then transfer this money. Nobody's saying anything about fraud. Nobody's saying, well, you guys can transfer that much amount of money. They just do it. When
let's just
you
do it.
yourself, you try to send a little money overseas to a brother, to a sister, all sort of questions being asked for you. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah. But thank you so much, beloved. May the King reign forever. Peace be with you. Okay.
Peace be with you too, Big Levi. Thank you so much for your time. Have a
Shalom.
blessed day.
All right.
Shalom.
All praises to the Most High, beloved brothers and sisters. Hey, you have the message. This is you. And then you meditate and pray on that. Fast, pray, repent, repeat. May the King reign forever.